We're live.
All right. This week on the 76th iteration of the Media Virus Podcast, trans prisoner in New Jersey studs 2 female inmates so far. Kindergartner who got classmates drunk ratted out before taking their lunch money. And NASA wants to probe your anus.
Iteration of the Media Virus Podcast.
It's the Media Virus Podcast.
New Jersey studs 2 female inmates.
I'm going to do that again.
God damn it!
Might leave this in, but I'm going to do that again. You good?
Hang on, let me stop this. Yes.
This week on the 76th iteration of the Media Virus Podcast, trans prisoner in New Jersey studs 2 female inmates so far. Kindergartner who got classmates drunk ratted out before taking their lunch money. And NASA wants to probe Uranus. It's the Media Virus Podcast. Let's point and laugh at the world burning around us. With executive producer Mike Latoris. We'll do an intro, we'll do an outro, and then do our wrap. BBC correspondent Stanley McFadden.
Makes me tingly in an unfamiliar way.
And the Scorpion Goddess.
I'm a Scorpio, but secretive. I just don't say a lot of shit.
And now, spreading the sage nihilism of an aged Gen Xer, your host and mine, the star of our show, the incomparable Maddie Rock Death.
I had no, but I was, I kind of wanted to, and whoa.
That's new.
Hot damn, do we have a fucking show for you people this week? Everything in that bumper is true. I am Matty Rockdeff. This is the Media Virus Podcast. The world is, in fact, burning around us. All hope is gone. Sell the kids for drugs and party till the fucking nukes hit, because I'm not going to fucking argue with a bunch of goddamn sissies, transphobes, and anti-disabilitarianists. There's a direct correlation between the decline of civilization and the 21 years since Joey Ramone died. And the goddamn it, Mrs. Offmonic died. Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yes.
Mrs. Offmonic died.
Mrs. Offmonic?
Wasn't Mrs. Offmonic the same actress as the Mrs. Seinfeld?
Oh, that is a possibility. And yeah, I did grab that article. Yeah. Jerry's mom died. Very sad.
It was very sad. We do have now
Seinfeld star Liz Sheridan, the beloved TV mother of Jerry, dead at 93.
that is a shame. But we do have a special guest. That
And maybe drop your
I had
scoop
this.
here and show her.
Oh yeah, hang on. Coming in direct from rehab, it's the lovely and talented doctor. That looks like a very nice room. You look like you're being well taken care of. There's a mocktail in your hand. How sobriety been?
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
So,
I am not sober enough to have made the decision to politely decline Mike's invitation to join you guys tonight.
oh well. So it looks like you did say you were calling in from rehab, didn't you?
Rehoboth.
Rehoboth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rehoboth is different. It's different than rehab. That's
Very different. Very different. Yes.
It's quite the opposite. As I would
Often. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very often it's the opposite. Yes. So yeah, I came down yesterday and I've just been hanging out. I had a really nice day today. Took a walk on the boardwalk and, hung out on the beach a little bit. It was really cold, hence my winter garb. I purchased a lovely knit cap and a scarf for far too much money. But I was fucking freezing. So yeah, but it's all good. I always bring my beverage with me everywhere I go. So, I'm doing good.
Did you just say wait, so you snuck liquor into rehab?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I had that whole intro thing like kind of written down.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
planned-
I was impressed by your intro, Maddie, and I'm glad you brought it up because I have a question.
Yes.
You used a lot of words in it. Do you know what all of them mean?
I don't think all the words I used make sense together.
They don't, which is why I was asking.
I just wanted to go on the most ridiculous rant I could, so I was just writing.
Good job.
It's 420, so we're celebrating.
Yes.
You know, everybody knows.
And yet I signed off that if I smoke in this room, I have to pay $100 fine. So I'm just sticking to my gin for right now.
Well, there's no, you can always use edibles.
Yeah, I find the edibles that I currently have just put me right to sleep.
Yeah.
Like I don't get a high. I just like.
What you should try to,
out.
maybe you should like double the dose and then try to like dump some coffee down your throat.
Oh no, I don't think that's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
I don't think so.
Coffee and reefer will put you right every time.
Maybe some night when I'm not on the air. When it's not being recorded for posterity.
No, all right. Well, what you should do is, try to double the dose and then push through it.
So I should take a whole half of a gummy is what you're telling me.
Dude, take a whole gummy.
No, sir. No, sir, I will not.
Don't just bite its foot off.
Because you might just need to work past that.
I very carefully nibble a little corner and
I think
my day is done.
Right there, that's your mistake. Although you know who often enjoys being nibbled on the corners, our BBC correspondent, Big Daddy is in the house. I think he's muted.
No.
Hey, Big Daddy.
I am not muted, though. I'm aware of.
There he is. Okay.
How you doing, Doc?
How you doing, Big Daddy?
I'm my. Happy 420 day, ladies and gentlemen.
Same to you.
Thank you. I do enjoy a good nibbling.
He does enjoy good nibbling. As everybody knows, everybody celebrates 420 because it's Adolf Hitler's birthday, and he enjoyed a good nibbling. That's also meth. He enjoyed meth. A lot of people don't know that.
Lots.
He didn't smoke
it's
it,
not
though.
true.
No, it's they had him jammed up on meth most of the time.
Is that
Oh
so?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
they've interviewed the guy who was his personal physician. He's like, oh yes, I had him on the methamphetamines all the time.
they would wrap it up in like little candies, and he would just fucking.
Huh.
The
Fascinating.
doctor told him it was like a throat lozenge or some shit. Like
Yeah,
they had him
this.
fucking
Suck
yeah,
on this.
dude. It fucking had him jacked most of the time.
All week I have been not reminding myself, but you know that feeling when you're like, oh, somebody's birthday's coming. Someone's birthday. It's like April 23rd. That's somebody's birthday. That's someone's birthday. I can't remember who. And then I remembered whose birthday it is. William Shakespeare. So that's what happens when you're an English teacher for 10 years or 15 years. Yeah. That kind of shit gets stuck in your head and then you can't get away from it.
So
Well, at
then you
least
make
didn't
it
forget anybody.
Right. There you go.
So April 23rd is William Shakespeare's birthday. That's very fascinating.
Now you know.
And with the only one unintroduced, and it's hard to find a segue when talking about William Shakespeare and Adolf Hitler to such a lovely human being. The Scorpion goddess joins us every week. She still isn't sure why. We've been actually begging her to get her mother to join us for an interview because her mother sounds fascinating. But she usually chimes in and cuts me off. So I'm waiting for.
You said Shakespeare and you couldn't think of something to introduce me with. Hello, my name is Juliet. Like, hello.
What's your problem, kid?
How do you not? How?
She's not wrong, guys. She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. It was great. I could almost say I set that up. I was like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Look at me. I'm so smart. I made you do it. That's
Oh,
I'm always looking for the next thing to say, and sometimes
Sometimes
the
it bites you in the nose
just
and you
went.
still
It,
don't
Right.
see it.
it was just right in front of your face. It just went right over your head.
yeah, the obvious escapes me. So
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, my mother may join. She said thank you for inviting her, and she's going to think about it. She wants to do it, but she's not sure when she would be able to. But
Should we send
she's
her a few
interested.
episodes?
She's listened in.
that
Yeah, that's why I
might
was
not
like,
help.
Ma, this might not really. I was like, she's funny, but she's not. She's got a Virgo moon, so
Oh
she's got that.
well, jeez.
It's
I
the
didn't know.
raunchy stuff. She's just like,
I didn't
that's
know.
no, I don't like it. But she's really funny and she's really creative and she comes up with a lot of stuff. So
Hey, if she's really funny and she's really creative and she knows how to do that without being raunchy and stupid, she could write.
Yeah,
She could write for the show
We might need
because
to
all
talk
we
to her
know
more.
is raunchy and stupid. That's all I know. It's
Yeah,
burnt out. Burnt
she's
out
done a
humor.
couple of screenplays, submitted some stuff. She's gotten me into like a few like Sundance films and stuff like that when I was younger. We met Danny DeVito, John Corbett. I did a film with him and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
How long have we been? How long? How seriously?
What have I told you?
Not a whole
I'm
lot.
a big
apparently.
mystery. I am a big mystery. There's so much to me. So much.
I want you to sit down and I want you to think about anybody that would be interesting that we could talk to. I don't give a shit.
Me.
We talk to you every fucking week.
And you
Yeah,
don't
but you
tell us
don't ask
anything,
me
apparently.
questions. You don't ask me questions.
She's a Scorpio. She's very mysterious.
Thank you. See, Connie gets it. She's got that Scorpio rising, so she sees it.
I want to tell you all about something that's not that mysterious.
That's why I'm so mysterious.
At a New Jersey prison that Governor Phil Murphy already wants to close, it is now confirmed that 2 female prisoners at the Edna Mahan Correctional Facility are pregnant and reportedly impregnated by a transgender inmate, as first reported by New Jersey Advanced Media. As part of a prior settlement, a policy was put in effect whereby prisoners were able to be housed according to their declared gender identity. NewJersey.com has previously reported that the Edna Mahan currently houses 27 transgendered inmates. These latest incidents follow a very rough period when multiple sexual abuse charges among guards. 15 prison guards that have been criminally charged, which prompted Governor Murphy to announce that he will be closing the correctional facility. Wow. As it turns out, I'm reading this from WPG Talk Radio, 1450 AM, 95.5 FM's site. I just want to say their writing is absolutely horrible. This is like not even a whole story. It's kind of a stub. And where it lacks a fair amount of information, it also lacks flow and complete sentences in some cases. But I did get the great headline and the few facts out of there that, yes, a transgendered inmate has impregnated 2 females. So New Jersey is out there breeding criminals for us.
All right, so life hack. This is what you do, right? Declare that you identify as a woman, right? Then you go kill somebody.
Check. Oh wait, I meant the woman part, not the killing somebody part.
No, you go declare. No, you go declare yourself. You go declare yourself.
I would like
And
to
then
say that you made a mistake in the timing of that, but I don't think that's the case.
Well, what the ladies would do is declare, this might not be as pleasant for you.
No, hell no, fuck no, nope, absolutely fucking not.
And this might not be as pleasant as it sounds. This might be terrible. To just walk in and be incarcerated in a woman's prison might sound terrific.
Good porn. but not in real life.
I think in real, like, well, one guy's having a good time. Apparently, he's
having a very good time.
he's like, unless it was
Maybe
you know,
he's not, or she's not.
Right.
And
Maybe it's not what she's down with. It's just what she ended up with.
not for nothing, but how did they even figure that out?
The mechanics are the same.
Right, but I'm saying like
I mean,
Yeah.
there's,
I'm wondering.
it's not a
too,
long jump, Big Daddy. It's not a long jump at all.
but here's the thing:
it's the finger
transgender,
gestures for me.
transgender.
They must have stopped giving that person their like hormones or estrogen or whatever it is, because I think that has a lot to do with it too. Because that's a whole issue within like the prison system.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
yeah. That's a tip too. Don't swallow the pills they give you. If you tell them you're transgender and they're going to continue,
They're injections that you do.
they're injections. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
This was a guard.
Oh, it was a god?
No,
it was an inmate.
No,
it's
they said that there had been a history of accusations against the guards, but this was an inmate.
Right. So here's it. So inmates end up pregnant, right?
Mhm.
And they don't know who did it. Someone thought, hey, let's ask that girl over there
If she has a penis.
If she has a penis.
What if this whole
then
storyline
he's
is
in.
because they're trying to step away from the sexual assault accusations and stuff, that they're like, let's make this instead and turn into like this whole other story and this whole other like narrative of being like transphobic and all of that, to what if that's what it is and it's not even true? Who knows?
Let's see if we can find some.
I'm guessing there was a DNA test to figure out that he.
I think that's the case.
But
What if unicorns were real and it made you shit
They
rainbows?
are, Maddie. They
But
are real.
therein lies my question. So at some point, someone said, "Hey, let's go ask that chick if she got those two women pregnant."
It's like, nah, dude, it was the guard.
Well, it was probably someone with a penis. Like someone thought to ask the girl if the girl got him pregnant. That's funny.
There's so many what ifs.
Or the inmates who were pregnant were like, that one.
That motherfucker right there.
Dude, what if the guards were making pornos, right? And they were using the transgender and the hottest chick, right? And they're shooting like in the warden's office, right?
They probably were doing shit like that.
Hey, I've seen that video.
That's the problem.
Yeah. I've seen that video in the warden's office.
Was it?
Matter of fact, it was called In the Warden's Office.
And there was a. Okay, so we solved that mystery. Move on.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of great information other than it was consensual sexual relationships among incarcerated persons.
Well, dude, obviously. Okay, now look, I haven't said a lot on this, but if you're in a woman's prison and somebody has a dick.
Right.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, that's like, you're going to find something. It's just in the quality.
And somebody's like, hey, guess what?
It's sort of like men's prison. Eventually, you figure out somebody's got an orifice somewhere.
Uh-huh. Yeah. If someone walks up, they're like, I have a penis. I'd be like, no way. Let me see.
Well, what's like shower time? Like,
you know what we can do with that?
It's another good point.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but all of the she-males I've seen on the internet have huge hogs. So how do you hide that during shower time? Like, how do you hide it? You gotta just
guessing
you're swinging around.
I will actually tell you that. I mean, I do not have experience in a women's prison, but I do have experience in
with huge hogs.
In sleepaway camp, which is kind of the same thing. And women are actually, girls and women, and in women's locker rooms and so forth, we're pretty adept at hiding stuff.
Huge hogs.
Like we're pretty. I mean, I haven't actually tried to hide that.
Yeah.
but yeah, we're pretty good at like getting dressed and undressed without Julia, back me up here, like without showing the world what we've got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I can do it right
Feeling
now.
pretty confident that you could hide a cock and balls for any length
Yeah.
of time.
Dude, I can hide my tits, and
Cock and balls has mind of its own.
yeah, that's true.
No, you can totally just like put it in.
No,
Tuck it.
I've literally watched girls.
Put it in what?
I've literally watched
your
girls
butt.
in the passenger seat of my car.
Tuck it.
In the passenger seat of my car, I've watched girls change their outfit completely, underwear and all,
Mm-hmm.
And
Without
not
showing a thing.
and not expose
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
Because you do the underwear first. If you're
Right.
wearing a skirt, it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're changing from a skirt,
Let's go back to you watching girls undress from your car. Let's explore that a little bit.
Not
shall
from
we?
his
not
car.
from my car.
They
In
were
my
in
car.
his car.
I have a new game. Me and Connie should race and see who can get undressed first, the fastest on camera without showing anything.
I'm okay
All right,
with
let's
this.
do it.
Do you have a stopwatch, Mike?
Sure. I absolutely
Hang
do.
on. We can't start yet. We gotta figure this. We're a professional program, for fuck's sake.
What if we do who can take off their bra the fastest?
All right, let's go.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You ready? I'm going to count us in.
All right, we're gonna have
Wait,
a
you
brassiere
have more
removal.
layers though.
I do
Am I
have
the
multiple
only
layers.
one that sees exactly how this is going?
I think you are.
Okay.
All right, on your marks,
Okay.
get set,
Uh-huh.
go.
Oh, shit. You're not going?
I think
She's
you're
not-
winning. Come on, you're
She's not
winning.
wearing a bra.
You're winning.
I win.
Yes,
the winner
you
is
win. Good
Juliet.
job.
22.04 seconds. Good
We're
job.
supposed to do it at the same time.
No, that was
Now-
much more entertaining for me that way.
Now put your bra
You win.
back on, and we'll do it again. See if you can beat the time.
I definitely can't.
What's that?
I definitely can't beat the time.
I think you can,
I don't think I can.
because I think you paused. Didn't you pause?
I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
think you can get it in under 20 seconds, Juliet. I have
I
faith.
think you could do it in under 20 seconds. I think you can.
Now, Big Daddy,
What's
you knew that was what was going to happen, right?
From the start.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I don't
It was
But I
her
thought-
idea.
exactly. The only change I thought you were going to say done.
This is a
Uh,
four. This is the 4 clip.
Oh, those are the worst.
Ooh, thwarted by a poor clip. What's the next story
Ah,
on deck there, Mike?
Congratulations.
Yeah, there we
on-
go. All
on
right, let's
fourth
move back
place,
to the
though.
news, shall we?
How many seconds was that?
Oh, I wasn't timing you putting it back. I thought we were going to time coming back off. Never mind. A class of kindergartners accidentally drank tequila during snack time at a Michigan school.
Oh wait, I accidentally took off my other shirt though as I put the bra on.
Oops.
Hey.
A kindergarten class in Michigan accidentally consumed tequila during snack time, according to Fox 2 Detroit. One of the kids brought a bottle of ready-to-drink Jose Cuervo margaritas to the Grand River Academy Livonia in her backpack, according to the news
Jesus.
outlet.
And it was Jose Cuervo. Damn, like that was top shelf shit.
Several
Right.
students drank
Fucking
it.
pussy snitches.
Several students drank. One kindergartner felt woozy and a little dizzy after having 4 or 5 sips
Guess
from
so.
a Dixie cup, a parent told Fox 2. The kindergartners who drank the margaritas told their parents they thought it was juice, but the kindergartner who initially brought the drink knew it was alcoholic, according to Fox 2 Detroit. The girl poured it in her cup and she drank it, and the girl ended up telling her what it was, and she said she went and told the teacher there is liquor in this cup, and the teacher gave her a funny face, according to Dominique Zanders, the mother of one of the kindergartners. In a statement, the school said faculty called poison control when they learned that the children had been drinking margaritas, according to Fox 2. While we try to keep an eye on everything our students bring to school, that's simply not possible, the school said in its statement. It's unfortunate that these types of adult beverages can easily be mistaken for child-friendly drinks. I'm not sure if they are short-staffed or whatever. It shouldn't have happened, Sanders told Fox 2. The school said parents were notified immediately and that their kids were okay. Outraged parents are blaming the child's own parents. If your child knows what it is, there's nothing wrong with it. But they should know not to touch it, Alexis Smith told Fox 2. That's not safe for kids. I had a small conversation with my daughter, nothing big, and she told me that the girl knew it was liquor. Grand River Academy Livonia.
I mean, it's a kindergartner. You can know it's liquor, like you can know it's alcohol, and you know that alcohol makes mommy and daddy more fun. You know what I mean? And I mean, shit. Like she wanted. Hey, that's good. That is good on the parents that she's not calling it daddy's angry juice. Well,
Oh my God.
Daddy drinks this and then beats us. Let's all get mad and fight. Like, why? You know.
Like mommy and daddy had a shit ton of fun last weekend. I better take this into school.
Mommy says this makes brothers.
Okay, who wants a brother?
I mean, and the first thing they teach you in school too, like my first lesson was sharing is caring.
That's right.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, but the second lesson you learn is snitches get stitches. Don't rat on your friends, man. You party like, yeah, she knew. She told us, like, haha, there's liquor now. Like, fuck, come on, you're part of the scene, you know.
Speaking of liquor, I'll be right back.
Rehab's not helping her. It's a shame.
She's not doing good. Relapsing so quick.
Well, going to a rehab in Rehoboth is a bad idea. I feel.
Probably, yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
and
mean,
we-
tequila in kindergarten, that's kind of a jump there. I mean, I didn't start
My
drinking
kids
tequila
know like
until later
what
on.
alcohol is and not to touch it. My kids are like, they're afraid of it. So that's cool. Like my daughter, I'll like tell her like on special occasions, I'm like, you can have a sip of wine or whatever. And she's like, no.
Good.
So
Good answer.
I reminded my father of that scene from National Lampoon's Vacation, the original.
Yeah.
Because at 16, he's going to share a Pabst Blue Ribbon Tall Boy with me. I I hammered it. I fucking belched, and I was like, "Hey, can I have another one?" He's like, "No."
I only thought we needed one.
Well, he had the 6-pack. You know, I thought there was 3 for him and 3 for me. I didn't share.
Right. You want to
When
share?
I go to share beer,
Right.
right? You got 6.
I don't understand how it was a kindergartner. How did the parents not notice
Their liquor missing, right?
Right.
like,
the
fact that
sound
you-
Or
of the
notice it in
bottle.
your kid's bag.
Yeah, like
The
how do you
sound of
not?
the bottles clinking should have been the tip off.
Oh, those
No,
things come in
usually the
plastic
margaritas,
bottles
they're
now.
plastic.
No, Jose Cuervo comes in glass. bottles.
No, the
margarita.
margarita one is
Yeah,
No,
it's
the
a mixed.
margarita
It's a
was
mixed
plastic.
cocktail.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
mixed
it was
cocktail
already
that they
pre-made.
brought. He didn't bring
I
the
thought they
straight
brought-
tequila.
I thought
Yeah.
that student brought tequila.
Well, it's
No.
The
tequila
margarita.
based. It's a tequila based
Uh,
cocktail.
Yeah, I buy that one sometimes.
The
So I
fact
know.
that the fact that it just tickles me that none of us actually read the articles we're going to talk about. Not even
I
the
read
person.
this one.
Not
and this
even
is
the
my
person
first
who sent
article I
them.
submitted.
You know, I thought I read it and I thought it was tequila.
They do mention tequila,
I
a number
mean-
of times, but it's a tequila based cocktail.
Yeah. So I just don't understand how the parents like didn't like a kindergartner. They're not going to pack their own lunch, you know, like you're doing it. And how do you not notice like when they're walking, like, oh, your backpack looks a little heavy today, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, is that a fifth or is that a handle that comes in?
No, it's like a gallon, so there's no handle on it. You just carry it by the neck. They
No,
have
no.
mini ones too, but if the kid was like going and like putting in Dixie cups, it couldn't have been the mini ones
Like-
unless it kept opening a bunch of them.
Okay, but like handle doesn't necessarily mean it has a. when I say a handle, I mean, is it like a
Oh yeah, no, you just
1.5?
grab the neck of it and you just carry
Right,
it like that.
but
But it's
Juliet,
big.
Juliet,
It's like
stop.
this.
Juliet,
It's like this.
Juliet, shut up.
What?
Shut up for 1 second.
It's like
Stop.
this big.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. A
It's like
handle.
as big as Maddie's
Shut
head.
up! Juliet.
Maddie, are you frustrated because you're trying to talk and people won't let you because people keep talking over you and you're
I
not
was
getting to
waiting for
finish your
that.
sentence or explain the thing that you're
Was
So
totally
a
waiting for
handle,
that.
a handle is a unit of measurement.
Don't fucking mute
A
me.
handle. A handle.
Now we're gonna have mute wars. This is just great. You're muted.
This is awesome.
So they can hear you and me there, Stan. That's it.
All right, perfect. Because I neither know nor give a fuck.
I can take host privileges back at any time. I'll just have you know.
My favorite part of this is I neither know nor care what unit of measure a handle is. So we can continue with a different story completely.
Well, NASA wants to send a probe to Uranus.
Another one?
Yeah. It's labeled as a top priority.
Huh. See, my anus.
Why
gets
would I
top
think they're going to
priority.
find there?
So the space science community thinks the time is ripe to study Uranus in depth. And they're being serious.
I mean, they're not wrong.
A new report compiled by planetary scientists.
I'll explore Uranus. It took me that long
to find the mute.
that long to figure out how to unmute myself because I was laughing so fucking hard at being muted, and I'm looking at the iPad, and I'm like, "Where the fuck? How come?" And I'm like, "Well, fuck!" And I'm like, I go into the settings and I go, "Now you rock that." I go, "Ask to unmute." I go, "Ask to unmute." And I look up at the thing, and I look up at my phone, and it goes, "Oh yeah, no, it's going through my phone. I'm retarded."
We don't use that word, Maddie. You're special.
Listen, you can use the word if you are the word.
That doesn't count for all words, Andre.
Not entirely wrong. Oh.
Right.
Well, Stanley
So, Mike,
said
tell
it,
us
and
more
he's
about
a
Uranus.
nurse. What?
It was a medical term when he said it.
Well, I didn't want to. I was going to say the N word. Yeah, I was just. But I figured I better come right out with nurse, because that if I get cut off a lot, and I didn't want to leave it there. You know what I mean? Speaking of, you know what I did? I was for Easter. We were over. Now our friends moved in with one of their friends, so we don't really know this guy that much. And he wasn't, the owner of the home wasn't there, but our friends hosted Easter. And you can use that, they can use the house. And it's a gorgeous home. And they have the bathroom is painted all with, he's a single guy. So he's painted his bathroom with chalkboard paint.
Oh, that's so cool. I want to do that.
Yeah. Well, he leaves chalk out there. So I couldn't help myself. I had to write racial slurs on his chalkboard paint. So
that sounds like some Matty Rock Dev shit.
So, and if you guys were wondering, I took a picture so I could show.
Is that fried chicken?
Yes.
I kept looking at her chicken too. I want chicken.
What the? So Mike's got a picture. Jesus. See, this is why I don't try shit.
No. That's funny because I was nervous.
I knew you were.
That's pretty funny.
Like, oh,
That's
shit, I'm gonna have
funny.
to do the show again.
That's really good. That's
Racial
really good.
slurs all over that damn board.
Uh-huh.
That's a good one.
So I sent that picture to Mike so he'd have it ready. And I sent it, and I was like, hey, did I leave you a voicemail on the Media Virus hotline about me writing racial slurs? And he said, no, I only have the two that we have. And I said, oh, okay. Well, you're going to, and I said, well, and I sent him a picture and I said, you're going to see it coming from a mile away. But I think Juliet's going to bite. And I think Dre's going to bite.
I definitely bit hard.
And I knew it. And Mike's like, is there something I'm missing? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, and like, I was over someone's house during Easter and wrote racial slurs.
I
And it's
thought
like,
there was something deeper.
it was like, I'm like, how deep do you want me
Like,
to go?
you know,
I'm
I get it,
incredibly lazy.
Remember, Maddie doesn't go that deep, Mike.
No, there's no reason.
That's what she said.
Hey, listen, once you hit the joke, you don't have to keep going. Yeah.
Which means we can start talking about Uranus again.
Yes, let's talk
once
some
she
more about
starts-
Uranus.
Once she starts laughing, you're done.
A new report compiled by planetary scientists from across the United States says that sending an interplanetary probe to study the ice giant planet should be considered a top priority for planetary exploration over the next decade. Specifically, scientists are calling on NASA to create the Uranus Orbiter and Probe, or UOP. The mission concept would send a spacecraft to orbit around Uranus, along with a probe that would plunge into Uranus. Scientists envision such a mission launching sometime in the early 2030s, as long as engineers get started on it as soon as next year.
So they're gonna probe Uranus before they plunge into it.
That's how you have to do it.
Yeah, that's
You can't
usually
just-
how it works. Yeah, isn't it?
You
Yeah.
can't just
Works,
plunge
yeah.
right into Uranus.
You got to
you-
Yeah,
orbit
I
it a
know.
little bit.
Got to probe it
you gotta
first.
circle it. You know what I mean?
Dinner,
You gotta
bit.
know the route.
You gotta
Yeah.
like go
Little
around
bit
a
of
little bit
dinner
like
and
this and do a little poke, warm it up. Can't just go all in.
Can't just
Right.
plunge right in.
You gotta get yourself
Round.
a wet wipe. Just get it.
Uranus can't take it.
A wet wipe?
I
Yeah.
I got confused. I'm sorry.
Huh.
Well.
So that happened.
I think on that note, Mike,
I just want to take a moment and thank everybody for joining us in the A block. We are going to take a moment and regather ourselves. We're going to get ready for the B block. In the B block, we've got some interesting things coming up. We're going to do a little bit more news. Some of the things we'll be talking about are what Elon Musk knows about the things that are wrong with Netflix, real life purge beginning. Fans in Philly get to name their mascot for another team, and ball tanning.
And let's not forget that at the end of C block, we have a very exciting feature called Faux Real.
Faux real at the end of C block today.
How would you say it, Big Daddy? Would you say it?
Why do we need Big Daddy to say it?
That's
Is this more racial slurs written on a board?
No, it's faux real. In fact,
Faux Real.
it's PML's faux real.
In that case, it would be PML's faux real. Yep.
That was
Actually,
it.
who would say it the best? I think would be Doc.
Oh, we should have a black scent fight. Not fight, I guess duel maybe. Who has the best black scent? Go ahead, Doc.
I'm still working on my who to fuck. You want to hear it? I've been working really hard.
Let's hear it.
All right. Who? No. Who the fuck? Who? I'm working on it. Get back to me.
You're not doing very well. You need to work a lot harder.
Yeah, it
Like
sounds
a
like you're trying to
lot.
make a decision. It sounds like you're trying to make a decision.
Who the fuck should I shoot in the face?
No, it sounds like she's saying,
Who the fuck?
Who the fuck?
Who the fuck?
Oh, that was better.
Yeah.
That was better.
Yeah, because in my head it was followed by does Maddie think he is?
Who the fuck?
Who the fuck?
Who the fuck
Does Maddie think he is? Finish the whole thing.
does Maddie think he is?
Mm.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Who the fuck? Who the fuck you think you are?
Yeah.
Who the fuck you think you talking to?
Who the fuck you
Well,
think you're talking to right
I
now?
I think we're
Motherfucker.
well. I think we're going. I know this. We're going into break.
That's right.
Yeah,
We're
we
going to go
said
in.
All right,
those
let's do it.
words.
I want to remind everybody, you can give me a call right here at 1646 virus 01. It's 1646 virus 01, and we will be back right after this.
Okay.
I used to do a really offensive black kind of gay accent, and
Hey, me too.
they had me call they had me call in to a job that I used to work at because one of the guys there was having furniture delivered. So I called in as I forget the name I gave myself, but I was the scheduler from the delivery company, and I started telling him how it was going to be late because it was like the third time that they had pushed off that he was supposed to get furniture. So they had me call him at the office and start in on like how the guys were running late. And it was going to be a little bit later. And just so we didn't make it late one more time, they were going to work through their lunch, but could he have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches ready for him? Like I had him like pulling his hair out. It was awesome.
That's pretty great.
And he had no idea it was me.
Even better. There's nothing quite like a solid prank.
Especially when you work in retail.
Mhm.
We were like the band of retail managers, and we would mess with it. We got another guy. We used to get a newsletter that came in the company mailbag every week. So he didn't start until he was going to close. So he didn't start till like after lunchtime. The mailbag came right before lunch. So we went and we got the newsletter out, and through a series of cutting and pasting little cutout paper letters, we changed because they would give news of who was getting transferred to a different store. So we put him on the transfer list, knowing that he hadn't had a call from any of the district managers yet. And left one out on the counter for him. Oh, we had to let him off the hook. He was ready to call and lose his job. We were fun to work with.
I see.
Sounds like it.
What'd you say?
I said it sounds like it.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we're gonna get back to it.
Yeah. Let's get back to it. Let's go.
Do it.
All right.
Champagne.
And we're back on the Media Virus podcast. And apparently Elon Musk has diagnosed Netflix big problem after the platform has shed a bunch of subscribers and the stock tumbled. Excuse me. Apparently it's the woke mind virus, according to Elon. Man, he's a funny looking dude. Elon Musk, the world's richest man, has diagnosed the disease that he believes is causing Netflix foreboding financial woes. What is wrong with Netflix? Netflix announced on Tuesday that it experienced its first net loss of subscribers since in more than a decade during the first quarter of 2022. The streaming platform disclosed that 200,000 users dropped the service between January and March. The news...
Netflix problem is real simple. This is Netflix's problem.
Competition.
It fucking sucks. And all of their competition is way fucking better. And now all the shit that used to go to Netflix for, you can get somewhere else. So you don't need their goofy shit. I mean, they have one
And they
hit
keep
out
raising the prices.
and they
The
keep
Yeah, I
problem
was
raising
is
their
just gonna
prices.
say they
And-
keep raising the prices. Like,
I mean,
for what?
obviously, I was going there. They keep raising the fucking price. The shit ain't worth watching. I haven't turned fucking Netflix on. I mean, since I got Peacock.
I haven't
I mean-
turned Netflix on since last night.
Wait a minute. So you get a little bit of cock and then you abandon Netflix?
That's a little
Apparently.
Peacock. Well, I'll be honest with you. Before I used a lot of Sling TV. Sling TV was a good app. That
I've moved up to the YouTube TV now. I like
Oh,
that.
yeah?
Yeah, great picture, good channel selection.
I have Netflix, Hulu, Philo, Disney Plus. That's what I use.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
love TV. I'm like, one of my favorite things is binge watching. Like, I love to watch
now,
TV.
how many you have those, but how many of them are?
I use every single one. So for
No,
Netflix,
but how many of them are you sharing?
I only share my Disney Plus with my best friend.
Listen,
Me and her share it.
let me explain something to you. One, you don't admit to which one ever.
Why not? I got nothing to hide.
All right. So
YouTube TV has family sharing options for what it's worth.
No shame in my game.
So let's see what Elon had to say, because the news caused Netflix shares to tumble more than 25%.
Wow.
CNBC. Netflix previously told shareholders that the company would experience a net gain of 2.5 million subscribers in the first quarter. To make
They
matters
thought that they were
worse,
going to raise their subscription prices and gain 2 point whatever million.
right?
Wow.
They need to just go back to was it $11.99 or $7.99? I can't remember.
It was $7.99, I think, when it first came out.
They need to just go fucking back to that.
To make matters worse, Netflix is now forecasting the loss of another 2.2 million subscribers in the second quarter of this year. Netflix stock further cratered more than 30% as of Wednesday afternoon. So what did Musk say? He pointed out to woke ideology as the source of Netflix subscriber and impending financial woes. Responding to news of the significant stock tumble, Musk said, "The woke mind virus is making Netflix unwatchable."
How? What? Huh?
What does
Okay.
that even
Let me
mean?
also say, hang on, there's another issue in addition to the price and whatever the fuck Elon Musk is talking about. So I watch all of my TV through Roku, right? This is a little
I
streaming
have
box,
Roku
right?
too.
Right. I love my little Roku. But the problem is I get this email, and I think this was Netflix, that says, hey, listen, you have an old Roku and you're no longer going to be able to stream Netflix through your old Roku.
Right.
Wait,
I also
what?
have a really old TV. Okay.
Mhm.
Like with the red, yellow, red,
Yeah,
white. Right.
I'm
Like
ancient. And I don't want to keep
well,
up
the
with
TV
the
works fine. I
times.
don't see any reason to replace.
Shut
Shut up, Maddie.
These
So,
sons of
shut the fuck up, Maddie.
bitches.
All right, hang on a second. I gotta do something here. Okay, mute. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted. So I order the new Roku, right? I had to get a whole new Roku. And I get the new Roku and I still can't get the thing to stream, right? So it's still not working into the new TV, the old TV. So one of the problems with Netflix is they have gone beyond the technology, and there is an older audience that watches Netflix. And if you're saying to them, hey, the technology you have isn't going to work, I bet a lot of them are going to be like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to go watch, Disney or Hulu or YouTube or whatever.
I didn't know
No.
Roku was doing that because I have an old TV. I've had it for I don't even know how many years, and I bought it used off some guy on Craigslist. And I just plug in my Roku. I got a Roku 2 in 2020. Before that, I had a Fire Stick, but I don't know. I haven't got anything with my Roku though. So
Right. So
on,
yours
the-
apparently
the-
is still good. So I had an older Roku.
Right.
And so
the
they're like, you need a new
doc,
Roku.
the
So I
Fire
got a new
Stick.
Roku.
The Fire Stick is a fancy Amazon gadget from Alexa. You heard
yeah,
that?
I have an Alexa.
Here's a Fire Stick for you, Maddie.
I don't want to spend another $30 on a Roku. I have a Roku from 1997.
Well,
Where's
Doc,
why can't I use web TV?
Fuck you, Maddie.
My
Wait,
parents
how
had
long
web
is your
TV.
I want, like, when did you buy your Roku?
The one that was too old? I have
Yeah.
no idea. I don't know.
Oh, okay. What does the clicker look like? Does it have the like mic on it where you can
Buttons,
talk
yeah.
into it or no?
No.
Anyway,
Oh, okay, mine does. So maybe I have
Yeah.
like the
You have a
version
newer
above
one.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, damn, I don't want to like do all that.
No.
Okay.
No, this was like several months ago. You would have heard by now.
Oh,
Terrific. Mike, what's next?
well, let's see. Tucker Carlson says,
Oh, Jesus.
tan your balls if you want to be a real man.
God's honest truth. You can't walk around this earth calling yourself a man if your fucking balls are pasty and pale. Right, Big Daddy?
I love a man with brown balls.
me too. I married a man with brown balls.
Hey, Big Daddy.
Just gonna let that hang out there for a minute.
They're like chocolate munchkins.
How to address the end of men. Carlson wants men to be open-minded about shining a bright red laser on their groin.
Bright red laser.
You may be a man, but are you a real man? The kind of guy who wrestles his jacked friends and throws giant tires? The sort of guy who milks cows and chugs glasses of raw eggs just because? No? Well, do you want to be?
No.
Because if so, famously rugged tough guy Tucker Carlson has the solution for you. Testicle tanning. Testicle tanning, you might ask? Surely you don't mean to say becoming a macho man.
You know what's funny? Is I might have asked testicle tanning. I don't know, testicle tanning?
Yeah.
But you said testicle tanning, you might have asked before I had to.
You might
Before
have.
processed.
Maddie, you're not making any sense.
I get it. It's like before it like processed in his head and then it did. And then he was like, I would have asked that, but you said it sooner than it processed in my head. But I was thinking of asking that after a process. But then you
Got
said
it.
it.
Got it.
Surely you don't mean to say becoming a macho man like Fox News' Carlson will require me to stand nude on a rock, subjecting my genitals to some sort of mysterious red light machine. You bet your nuts it does. Carlson has recently begun promoting a new documentary episode for his Tucker Carlson Originals series, in which he asks his audience to be open-minded about a novel proposal to address the end of men, a real, not made-up problem the Fox host has identified. A promo for the special shows a bunch of shirtless men doing guy stuff, shooting guns, cooking meat, swinging big axes, to the opening section of Richard Strauss's also Sprach Zarathustra.
Why? Thus spake there Zarathustra. Why is
Yes.
Maddie shirtless? Why? Why is this happening?
When did this happen?
What?
My eyes!
What the fuck? Maddie, you remember
When
the
did this-
Seinfeld
can we
episode
highlight
Good Naked
them?
and Bad Naked? You remember that?
He blinded me with Caucasianness.
Me and Juliet topless, that's Good Naked. Y'all topless? That's
It's
bad
just
naked.
funny.
Cover your
Nobody
nipples,
wants-
man. Cover
Yeah, I
your
was gonna
nipples.
say,
We don't want to
nobody
see.
wants to see furry nipples. Nobody wants to
Big
see furry
Daddy
nipples.
has
That's why I keep my shirt on. Nobody wants to see furry nipples.
All right, Mike, please continue. I thought I was proving that I was manly. You said shirtless man.
It's plenty odd on its own, but it takes an even more surreal turn about 10 seconds in when the camera pans up from a dark pool of water to a naked man standing on a rock formation of some sort with a machine shining a bright red laser on his groin. A voiceover suggests that this would help produce men who are tough, men who are resourceful, men who are strong enough to survive, and who could
Men who are
reestablish
idiots.
order. I don't know what shining a red laser on your nuts has to do with reestablishing any kind of order, but it,
As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that would sterilize them. So please do.
well, I mean, if that's the case, it's probably not a bad plan.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
I mean, I've been naked in sunlight before, and there are definitely parts where I want to keep the sun off.
I will say though,
my bag is awful close to that part, so
Yeah, I have I don't own testicles. I mean, there's a few I have, but I keep those in a jar in the basement. But I have been topless in the sun. And let me tell you, a titty sunburn is not a fun thing. So I can only imagine a testicle sunburn.
genital sunburn just sounds like a bad thing.
It really does not sound like fun at all.
Maybe a
When
cool
I
name for a band.
unleash-
Maddie, write it down.
Hello, Cleveland. We all genital sunburn. This one goes out to my final wife. I love you.
when I unleash my brown balls onto an unsuspecting nude beach, and I walk with the
You mean your
confidence.
chocolate munchkins?
When I unleash these chocolate munchkins onto the nude beach, and I walk with the swagger that only Tucker Carlson himself can dream of, I gotta tell you, it's quite liberating.
I forever want you to refer to your testicles as
Chocolate munchkins.
Like at the doctor's office.
My chocolate munchkins.
Doc, you gonna check me for a hernia? Is this the part where you hold my chocolate munchkins?
Chocolate
chocolate
munchkins. Chocolate munchkins is cute, but chocolate midgets.
That's
Big
cute.
Daddy, if you refer to your testicles as chocolate munchkins in the doctor's office, I will give you $100 cash.
But we need video proof
Yeah.
We
need
need
video
a video.
to play
You know
on the
what?
air.
I might actually be able to do this.
Yo, do it. You gotta like record yourself when you're like, I think there's like this lump I've been feeling in my right chocolate munchkin. Can you touch the both of my chocolate munchkins? Give them a little squish. Let me know.
Well, because I may or may not have a hernia, so I'm thinking that's the perfect way to do that.
Oh boy.
Your hands are cold.
My chocolate munchkins
Are
have
now mini
shriveled.
munchkins. They're mini
right on my
munchkins.
right on my chocolate munchkins, Doc.
Yo,
Yeah,
check out my
He got
chocolate
fresh.
midgets.
He got fresh with me, so I kicked him right in the chocolate munchkins.
That's great. That will be funny
Okay.
tomorrow as well.
All right,
All right, so next story.
Yeah, what else do we have? Well, apparently the real life purge is underway. 17 LA gangs have sent out crews to follow and rob the city's wealthiest people, according to LAPD. Let's see. More than a dozen Los Angeles gangs are targeting some of the city's wealthiest residents in a new and aggressive manner, sending out crews in multiple cars to find, follow, and rob people driving high-end vehicles or wearing expensive jewelry, according to police.
Hey, times are tough. I don't blame them.
In many cases, they're making off with designer handbags, diamond-studded watches, and other items worth tens of thousands of dollars, if not more, and then peddling them to black market buyers who are willing to turn a blind eye to the underlying violence, police said. In some cases, suspects have been arrested but then released from custody only to commit additional robberies.
Where's this, LA?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good to know.
Those are among the conclusions of Los Angeles Police Department task force convened at the end of last year to identify the cause of the sudden surge in follow-home or follow-off robberies, so-called because the victims are robbed soon after leaving luxury boutiques and hotels, ritzy restaurants, trendy nightclubs, and other locations where the gangs are scouting for targets. According to Captain Jonathan Tippett, who spearheads the task force, police have identified at least 17 gangs, most based out of South LA, and operating independently that are involved. There were 165 such robberies in 2021 and 56 so far this year, including several over this past weekend.
I mean, it makes sense.
I know she saw. I know.
The area with the most robberies during this time was LAPD's Hollywood division with 50, followed by 46 in the Wilshire division and 40 in the Central division, which includes downtown. Pacific divisions had 17, West LA 15, North Hollywood 14, and Topanga 11. Whoa.
Whoa. That's LA. Land of opportunity, everybody. Go there.
Weird.
My beautiful wife just returned home from a day at work. She usually has off today. She had to work today. It's very, very, very shitty. And she's home and I love her. I think she left. Oh no, she's petting the dog. And the dog was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
The dog was it's a very good dog.
It's a very good dog. Right. Now she's going to get to go outside.
Wait, is this the same dog that you were yelling at with bass in your voice at the top of the show?
That's the one.
Yes, it was.
Okay, just wanted to make sure of that.
So Philadelphia's getting a USFL team back, and it's got a new mascot to go with its new name. USFL has the Philadelphia Stars, and they're letting the fans name this mascot, and it's kind of hilarious.
I'm a little skeptical after Gritty. I mean, Gritty. Yeah,
Gritty was awesome though. This thing is like, okay, Mike, I fixed that screen sharing problem that you were having earlier.
All right, can we see it?
You can share your screen. I mean, again,
What screen sharing problem was I having?
I noticed that you were not the co-host.
But it let me share. At least it said it did.
I didn't. Oh,
but thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is the new Stars.
Wow.
Mascot, and they came up with some things that maybe they wanted to name. And Philadelphia might own the world's greatest collection of pro sports mascots. The Philly Fanatic is sports' greatest mascot, bar none. The Flyers' Gritty was an unexpected overnight smash hit who has resonated far beyond hockey. The Eagles' Swoop is a timeless classic and a testament to the perfect character and design name. The Sixers' Franklin is largely forgettable, but otherwise, it's nothing but hits. Even the Union's Fang is a solid option. So when recently restarted, USFL's Philadelphia Stars began the process of introducing their new mascot to the city. They couldn't just mail it in. Here's the weird little grimace-looking red goblin creature who will be cheering on from the Stars' sidelines.
Jesus Christ, that thing looks like the nightmares. Kids are afraid of those dinosaurs. Oh my God.
He's odd.
The monsters in the closet.
He's odd, but kind of fun. I like that they totally eschewed making the mascot some sort of star. Sure, it's the team name, but who cares? The Fanatic is a green abominable snowman. Nothing matters.
Oh shit, my wife is getting naked. Hang on. Yeah. Hang on, you want me to turn? I'm gonna turn the camera.
All right, and then the mascot needed a name.
But
at which point,
this camera's not on.
Oh,
it's this camera. I was playing with you.
At which point, the Stars turned the reins over to the fans and left its fate up to the Twitter poll.
Okay, now
speaking of Twitter poll, do you have a Twitter poll right now?
I mean, I wouldn't call it a Twitter poll, but
you call it a Twitter poll any other time you talk about it.
Well, that's not what I call it. Never called it that. Anyway, the fact that they're called the Stars and then they make the thing look like a devil is just a little too like Satanist much. Okay, there's obviously Satanism at play. They're making
maybe Satan he's a little comet. I think he's a little common. He's kind of cute.
No, he's the Morning Star, Lucifer.
So
he looks like an alien monster.
They gave fans three of the top options to vote on in the Twitter poll. The three options were Astro, Cosmo, or Blob. Guess where they went?
Blob.
Blob. So yes,
no
this
one
is
here.
Blob.
They got no one gives a fuck about the USFL.
Dear
Nobody
Earth,
fucking cares.
meet Blob, the winner of our mascot name vote.
All right.
Blob. I wonder if he signs it Blobbert on his paycheck.
You know, I thought it would have been funny if they named him Nitty.
Oh, yeah, that's cute. Right, Nitty and Gritty. Yeah, that would be cute.
Nitty and Gritty.
Oh, that would have been cute. Yeah. But doesn't really identify him. I mean, not that Blob does by any stretch of the imagination.
Exactly.
Now, when I sent this in, I didn't the poll was still going on. It hadn't been decided that it was Blob. And it had
I'm
been updated.
glad you found out.
But no, I was hoping to come up with some better ones. Like, who fucking cares what this thing is?
Tampon?
Use tampon. That's a very good one.
Ew.
Because he's
I didn't
that's
say
what he looked like.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Well, he
your
was
car's
red.
mascot. Who fucking cares?
But yeah.
He's out there all depressed. Just he takes the t-shirt cat and puts it on his head. He's like, fuck it.
Oh, you're cracking yourself up.
Yeah, I've been cracking myself up the whole time. I'm hilarious.
So, Mike, what else we got?
Well, that kind of does it for more news, but we're going to get into our C block here momentarily. And
Woohoo.
in C block, I've planned Maddie's Moon Report, and then we're going to get into PML's Faux Real.
Okay.
So excited about PML's faux real, guys. Don't
Faux
miss it.
shizzle.
Faux real.
Oh, we not. Are we
Big
not?
Daddy, Big Daddy,
we
how would
shouldn't know that?
Big Daddy, how would you say it?
I would go. I would pronounce the O as an A.
Like
Ba-
for real?
For real?
For real?
a
For
re-
real, for real.
But you're not gonna give me any delivery on this
Nope.
at all. Thank you.
Good job, Big Daddy. Don't
So
you
like-
let him tell you what to do.
Yeah, you and your chocolate munchkin stand your ground.
I don't have much, but these chocolate munchkins of mine are going to stand firm.
I know that I am perpetuating racism by asking a wannabe voice actor to deliver a line, and hey, how would you say it? And then he doesn't deliver anything. That's perpetuating racism. But saying chocolate, what were munchkins?
Munchkin.
Chocolate
Yeah,
munchkins.
chocolate
But
munchkin.
you calling his testicles chocolate munchkins, that's fine, right?
Yes, that's
Well,
fine. Because chocolate munchkins are delicious.
The reason why it's fine is because
Kind of sweet.
he cares for chocolate munchkins. She has a pair of chocolate munchkins in her own personal life that she takes damn good care of.
I thought you were going somewhere entirely different.
I thought you were too.
I did too.
She has them for breakfast every morning.
I was just going to say, ladies and gentlemen, before these munchkins end up in Juliet's mouth, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the C block.
Wow.
Faux Real. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Media Virus Podcast, 1-646-VIRUS-01.
I like that outro.
I was gonna say too. I don't need to go to Dunks in the morning.
Exactly.
You get your dunks at home.
Yeah.
All right, so when we come back, I'm going to come back hot with Maddie's Moon intro.
All right.
And
No, but I gotta ask because I haven't been here in a minute,
Uh-huh.
and now I'm a little bit alarmed. What is Maddie's moon intro?
Well, remember how earlier I took off my shirt?
That's what I'm scared of.
Now he's gonna
That
take
is
off his pants.
precisely why I'm alarmed.
Juliet gives a brief report to Maddie on his astrology for the week.
Ah, okay.
It's usually a little tongue in cheek.
Speaking
Speaking of chocolate munchkins.
No, speaking of Maddie's moon report, tongue in cheek. That's funny.
So we'll come in hot with that, and then when
Coming
you're
in
done,
hot with these.
we'll move along to
Coming in
move
hot with
along
this moon report.
to faux real.
That's great.
In the garden of your dreams.
Where'd she go? Juliet. We lost her.
Did we lose
She's
her?
back.
Oh, I wonder if her phone died.
Hang on.
We lost you. You back? You're muted.
I was trying to get I gotta look at I don't remember what the hell I'm doing. And I swiped up and I got rid of Zoom by accident.
Okay.
I don't do that again.
Let me know when you're ready. We'll come back.
I'm just pulling up because I didn't do an actual breakdown this week because I'm taking a break. So I just need to pull up what's happening for this week because I don't remember off the top of my head. I just gotta look at what I wrote. Because I did write something.
When she goes sideways, we should all look sideways.
Oh my god, my thing is frozen.
Oh.
How stupid is that?
Her poker face was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, spelling instruction.
There was a trend a couple of years ago. Oh, what was it? Was it called freeze frame or something?
Challenge?
Mannequin
That's what I was
challenge. That's right.
thinking too.
Yeah. We did it in our whole school.
Oh, really?
It's actually really cute. Yeah.
You know what we
Get in
should
the house.
do? We should do a Harlem Shake video.
Awesome.
Because it's like been long enough to bring it back.
All right,
You know?
I got it. I think
Do
I
you?
got it. I think so. If there's jokes, it'll where the fuck is my thing at? Why is it black? Where is
Because
my
that's the way
screen?
God made it.
That's
This is
not
great.
exactly how I'd wake up. Like,
Fucking-
oh my God, it's black.
Can
I
you
feel
guys
like that would
see
not
me?
be a good. No.
No, we
I
see
can't
black.
Why
see
is it like that?
We thought you were occupied by chocolate munchkins.
Munchkins.
Chocolate monkeys.
Chocolate munchkins coming in. How do I? What the?
You
It's
have
just
something in front of Zoom.
Is your camera off?
no. It says stop video. Maybe if it's stop.
Oh, hang on. Now we have your picture.
There you go.
Now we see you.
I don't know
Yay.
what happened, but it's fixed.
All right, we're gonna come back.
Ooh, 3 minutes of nothing.
Coming in hot with Maddie's Moon.
Shit.
Sleeping in the garden of your dreams.
Something else you do very
All right, so it is Maddie's Moon Report coming to you live from the Scorpion Goddess. It is officially Maddie's Moon season because the sun is now in his moon in Taurus. So it's all about Maddie's ass. And he is showing out for everybody. So with the sun being in Taurus, this is giving us that time to really slow down and really appreciate the simple pleasures in life. And during later on in the week, we're going to be having Mercury, which is also in Taurus, and the sun trining up together, or not trining, conjunct, but they will be trining with the Capricorn moon because these are all earth signs. So they're going to be coming together harmoniously and coming up with great networking ideas. And this week and this upcoming month is going to be the time for Maddie to really take on a risk. What kind of risk that is? It's probably going to be something stupid because it's Maddie, but it is the time to do it because luck is on his side. Over the weekend, Maddie's probably going to be getting together with his friends and his family. And, you know, he might be doing something for the greater good of mankind, or knowing Maddie, he's probably going to do something to fuck it up. And so, yeah, that is Maddie's moon report.
You know, so many, like they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So, see, I'm the opposite. I'm going to get to heaven. All my intentions are terrible. So that's because I am, you know, unsuccessful in most things. If I'm trying to do the most evil thing, it'll work out. You know.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna speak it into existence too, because we have the sun and Mercury like right in his favorite places to be.
Oh shit, dude! The last time my son was in my Mercury, we drove across. It died on the. What was that the Betsy Ross Bridge? Yeah.
I'd be
She
careful.
gets you to do it again.
Yeah, cool.
Take that risk.
It's good stuff.
You know, not for nothing, and not to steal the spotlight from Maddie's moon thing, I realized something about myself today. Juliet, do you know I can manifest shit like you would not believe?
Yeah,
So-
because you have Scorpio rising, so that has a lot to do with that.
It is freaking like I terrify myself. So several months ago, I was taking a bunch of kids on a field trip, and I was like, I need a cooler. I need a really big cooler to pack their lunches in. And one day I was driving home from having crashed at a friend's house the night before, and I'm driving home, and there on the side of the road is this enormous igloo cooler, like the big red thing, you know, like with a sign on it that says free. And I'm like, wow. So I picked it up and I brought it home. And then 2 nights ago, I was talking to Vaughn and I was like, you know, do you have like a flat cap? I feel like you'd look really nice in it, like, you know, like the men's cap that like, and he's like, no, I don't. I said, oh, well, maybe I'll find one for you. And the next day I was in an antique store with my girlfriend. And what did I find? A flat cap. I mean, like, and it keeps happening over and over and over. It's a little bit terrifying.
It's almost like you live in the land
have,
of abundance and are wealthy and can just wander around wealthy neighborhoods where they throw away coolers that are perfectly good. And then you can go buy a fucking $40 hat. Oh, the fucking win. Okay.
I didn't pay $40.
If you were in the middle of fucking
totally-
Africa, you know what? If you were in the middle of fucking Africa, you wouldn't be able to manifest a fucking cooler out of fucking nowhere. I guarantee you that.
Why not? They have coolers in Africa.
Not in the middle.
Yeah, they do.
Have you been to the middle of Africa, Maddie?
Connie, you also have, because you're rising Scorpio and then you have that Libra stellium,
Uh-huh.
your Sun, your Mercury, your Venus, they're all located in the 12th house, which has to do with like Pisces like energy, where it's whatever's in your subconscious, like always having things going on here, and you're bringing that into like the actual like realm. So you can like, you have like these psychic abilities and a way to like attract whatever it is that you want without actually really trying to, because it's just
it's
like a
freaking mind,
thing.
but like it occasionally freaks me out. It occasionally
Yeah.
freaks me out. I'll be like, hey, you know, I really wish I had, I don't know, a purple sweater. And then boom, hey, somebody be like, hey, Connie, here's this purple sweater. You can have it. And I'm like, whoa.
And like
Yeah.
all those Libra placements too, it's like Venus ruled, and Venusians are all about aesthetics and you know, material things and all of that too. So it's like you have a lot of this like big prominent Venus energy in the 12th house, and then you have that Scorpio rising. So it's like, don't fuck with you.
No, don't. Seriously. Like it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Every time I turn around, the universe is like, hey, here's that thing that you mentioned you might want.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is.
Yes, I love it.
Okay.
She speaks it into existence.
Well, now that Connie made it all about her, I guess we can
Let's
continue.
let's turn it back
I
to all
can
about
go.
you.
I can go.
It's the Connie show. Hey,
That wasn't cool.
Oh, it wasn't.
Well,
But
I
that
was
is-
just in the middle of saying I could leave if you want me to, and then I get muted. That kind of feels like you want me to leave.
You know, I
Absolutely
thought
not.
that. I mean, I thought that when you said it. I was like, oh,
You want to
shit,
speak that into you want to speak that into existence? Maddie?
I shouldn't have done that. But
We can manifest that too.
the point, the idea was just to prod you and get you, because I know how to get you to talk, and that's just to say stuff. And I had a whole bunch of articles that were loaded that I didn't realize, because the doc hasn't been here in so long. You know,
Been a minute.
I thought I could just, spew
Idiocy with impunity.
right. And then
Michael,
she showed,
I think that's a genius tagline. We need it.
Spewing idiocy with impunity.
Yeah, the
That's
Media
right.
Virus
That's pretty good.
podcast. Idiocy with impunity. Yeah.
So, are we not playing? I wish I didn't know that tonight because I love playing the game.
well, I did not put together.
God damn it! I just lost.
Everyone lost the game.
I know.
But I did not put together a because it gets kind of boring with just had I known the doctor was going to join us. Well, I just feel like
I have so many excuses.
Damn.
Well,
I did put a little something together to disappoint everybody, and I'm calling it Professor Mike Latoris's Faux Real, and that's because
Stanley, how would you say it?
Same way that Mike did.
because I fall into that time suck of watching reels on Facebook from time to time, and there's a save. They're not as easy to share as say the TikToks get, so that we do
True.
Maddie's TikTok corner. But I have some faux reel that I'm going to share. Some things that I found humorous that I thought the group might enjoy as well. So I thought I'd bring them along. And
I make a lot of reels on Instagram.
so let's see. This first one I think Big Daddy will enjoy. Yeah.
Is it the mukbang?
That's what I'm talking about. That in there.
That's a sandwich.
Was
Wow.
the heat just burning away the excess bread?
no, they probably carved it out.
Yeah, no,
That's how that looks,
the hole.
ladies.
Stop that.
That is
Yeah, it
something.
looks like it's gonna be too much meat for that
That's-
tiny little hole. And then you know what? It fits.
And then there's this, which ends up being extremely funny.
Unmute that shit, dude.
Oh. We'll start that over then.
What the fuck?
Start it over.
No idea what I'm watching.
Who needs a bra when you have a backpack? Say less.
Wow.
You're coming up. Inhale my
Hey,
hair.
you don't need a bra if you have a backpack.
Oh, this is me approved.
Babe, you're gonna have to watch this, man.
So here we go.
It's fucking great.
All here.
So I found that one. Go over there.
What is the steel ball paradox?
I don't know. It popped
Oh,
up.
it just popped
That's
up
not-
after.
That's not
All
one I
this
made.
talk about
Not
balls,
one
and
of our-
we're not going to watch it.
Right? I feel like it's a theme for this
That was
evening.
a sign from the
No,
universe.
no. Let's go.
I
with it.
manifested it. You have to
Mike
play
has
it.
Mike
She
worked.
did. She
Mike
manifested
worked.
it.
I don't think I can get back to it. Sorry.
No, you can't. Mike worked hard on this bit. We're not changing it. This is faux reels. Stanley,
Where'd it go?
how would you say it?
I would say it like Mike says it.
For real.
I could say it.
Where did I lose my?
What's that?
I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out where I lost my shit to. I had it all pulled up and ready to go. And now it's gone.
Oh, real.
Right here. Let's see. No, that was weak. This I could see being fun if you did a couple of bong rips and then played this game.
Oh,
I don't have my glasses on. What are they doing?
It's
They're
a water
hooking
bottle.
it
Okay.
tied to a ceiling
Tied
fan,
to the ceiling fan. Okay, now I see it.
and they're blindfolded and ducking randomly. Oh no, it's a water bottle.
Ow.
Yeah, they've tied a water bottle to a fan. They get a couple of revolutions to
Uh-huh.
get the timing, and then they have
Uh-huh.
to put on a blindfold and maintain the timing and not
Uh-huh.
get whacked in the head with the bottle.
Okay.
That sounds funny.
That sounds like something that people who have way too much time on their hands would do.
Yeah.
Or you smoke a joint, and that's the game you end up playing.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
It
Fair
happens,
enough.
right?
I think sleeping bag tag is it's probably one of the funniest things.
What is
to do.
sleeping bag tag?
It's when you throw a sleeping bag over yourself and you like spin and you have to try and tag the people in the house, but you never fucking find them. So you'll like bump into a table and it's so funny. People end up like pissing their pants because you're like walking in the shit. It's a lot of fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. You want a concussion? I've got a game for you.
Have you lived your life concussion free up until this point? Would you like to change that?
Well, no, I have not lived my life concussion free up to this point, and I do
It's
not.
a challenge when you have stairs.
So, for whatever reason, a lot of these reminded me of Maddie when I saved them.
How to pick up. Part 3. Common problems and mistakes. So, you've found yourself a duck, but you find yourself chasing after it. It always runs away when you try to pick it up. Don't do this. If you're behind, that should remind you that that's wrong. If you chase a duck, it'll run. So get in front of the duck and introduce yourself and state your intentions. Hello, duck. My name is Human Name, and I'm going to pick you up now. Place your hand firmly underneath the duck, palm side up, and lift. Congratulations, you're now holding a duck.
Is that duck wearing shoes? Why are its feet so red?
Yeah, I think he was wearing little duck shoes.
It's a pet duck. It's his pet duck.
Common
Oh, okay.
People in the comments, they were like confused. I've been holding a duck for a week now. How do I put it down? I need instructions.
That's funny.
This one really reminded me of Maddie.
Some guy slid in my Instagram DMs and told me to meet him at Applebee's for a tickle fight. It's mad weird, dude.
In 300 feet, you have arrived at Apple.
Some guy slid in my Instagram DM.
This one was good. This was this guy versus
Siri. Your mama's so fat, I took a picture of her last Christmas and it's still printing.
Nice.
Your mom is so fat she falls off both sides of the bed.
Your mama's so stupid she thought Dunkin' Donuts was a basketball team.
Your mom is so stupid she studied for a COVID test.
Your mama's so ugly when she walks into a bank, they turn off the cameras.
Your mom is so ugly when she goes to the dentist, they make her lay face down.
Can you do that with Siri?
Siri.
I'm going to find out just as soon as we're off of this
yeah, I don't know.
podcast.
I think you have to like tell the jokes to it and then it repeats them back. I think it's something like that.
That is awesome.
Let's see.
Your mom is so fat when she puts on her raincoat, people yell taxi.
Wow. Oh, this is another thing that we like. We've played this before.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
Oh shit.
We have seen Whack Buck before.
We've always been
Not that
playing
particular
Whack Buck.
round, but yeah, we've seen it.
Hang on a second, guys.
Yeah.
I just realized that not only was I on mute and you guys didn't see any of what I was doing earlier, but I have another iPhone here. Hey Siri. Oh shit. What was the joke I was doing?
Try this one. Say, your mama's so fat, the back of her neck looks like a pack of hot dogs.
No.
Your mama's so fat
Hey,
it takes
Siri,
her 3 hours to watch 60 Minutes.
That is an old one.
Hey, Siri, your mama's so
Wow.
stupid it takes her 3 hours to watch 60 Minutes. It just says, excuse me.
You have offended
Oh.
her, Maddie.
Yes. So
She's like,
that's not true.
excuse me? Yeah.
Siri will not, absolutely not.
Well, your Siri won't. I'm going to try.
I don't know if you're familiar with the legend of Grandma Sandy.
I am not.
She's a TikToker.
You know, I've seen this done a couple of times on a couple of different videos, and I'm not quite sure this is real, and I just want to see what's up.
Well,
Is she going to put
and
Mentos into a can of Coke?
she's about
This
to
is not
find
going to go well.
Indeed, very, very real. Woo, indeed. You can feel the tension mounting. And as the great Tony...
I always thought it was in Diet Coke you had to put the Mentos.
No, it's bigger.
And that's when Grandma Sandy realized what it would be like to work in the adult entertainment industry. Grandma Sandy, legend.
She's definitely amazing.
This is
Grandma Sandy.
And that's her
Shit.
audio, right? Like she makes all the audio and stuff.
I think that was Frank Caliendo.
Yeah, doing the
Well, yeah. I mean, but I'm saying like she's the one that like put that over her own video.
No, she actually did drop Mentos in a Coke.
Oh, somebody else put the audio on it. Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember what he's talking about in this one, but this guy's usually pretty. Oh, yeah, this guy.
What would you do if I was getting jumped by two dudes? What would you do?
I'm not doing shit. I can tell you that right now because you got some pink ass handcuffs hanging off your ear, and whatever you got on your mind, I don't want no fucking part of it. You're a big motherfucker. Unless you're getting jumped by two fucking transformers, I don't think you're gonna have any issue whatsoever. I don't want no fucking part of it. No sir. I ain't trying to be somebody's fucking statistic. Two things that don't come good in threes: babies and ass whoopings. Motherfucking milk and minding your own business. That's how you keep all your fucking teeth in your mouth. You look like you're doing fine. I love you, but damn, if you get mad at me too, I ain't trying to be in this shit.
Milk and minding your own
I was
business.
getting
I
jumped
like
by two dudes.
Oh wait.
What would you do?
I'm not.
Milk and motherfucking milk and minding your own business.
As a middle-aged white woman, I have to say I would clearly call 911 because that's what we do.
Right.
Yeah, I'd call the cops. Unfortunately, that
I
would
was
mean he'd
gonna
then be
say,
getting
you
jumped
don't-
by far more than two dudes, but you know.
Don't mind your business.
Here he is
Doc
again.
90s video. What's that?
I think
Family that open-handedly smacked their kid. You came from two different kinds of families. One family that open-handedly smacked their kids in the mouth, and the other one that didn't. Now, I come from a family where we didn't open-handedly smack kids in the mouth. Now, before you jump on your fucking high horse, let me explain. If your family didn't do this, do you remember the first day you saw your buddy's mom smack him in the mouth? Just like, I ain't picking up my room, and you can't tell me what to... I was like, bro, that's illegal. She can't do that shit, right? It was like the first time you burnt ants with a magnifying glass. Like, it felt fucked up to watch it, but deep down inside, you're like, yes. Like, it was like watching a fucking car crash. Like, I just couldn't look away. Then it got worse. Like, I got into it. I was like, hey, Timmy, your mom said that you're adopted and you can't read and you can't walk right. And he'd go back to his room. Mom, did you say this, this, and this? Instantly. Little me's just like, It's just something to think about. Y'all remember growing up, you came
kids
from
are
two different
fucked
kinds.
up.
Mm-hmm.
And I really appreciate Maddie saying that I worked hard on this bit, but You know, I just realized that I could get to all of these and show them to you, so I figured I'd try some.
There was one that said Doc 90s video, and I want to know what that was.
Yeah, I don't even remember. So we're gonna.
All right, can we
there it
maybe
is.
make it like one more video?
Yeah, and this will be it. Oh, actually,
All right.
this is pretty good. I don't know why it says Doc 90s video, but this is actually a pretty interesting video.
Oh, Doc. Juliet said I thought it was dark, but
That cat is a boss.
okay.
He reaches down this hole, pulls out a rat, and he's like, "I'm gonna just take you."
He snapped his fucking neck.
Got my dinner now.
Okay.
That's what they do, man.
Yep.
Now, see, in pre-show prep, I'm going to say something because in pre-show prep, and I saw, there was something called faux real. I didn't know what it was, and I'm like,
here we go again.
And I'm like, yo, I can't wait to find out what faux real is.
Well, to be honest,
yeah,
I got had by autocorrect. That's supposed to be 2 E's, no A.
I don't know if I'd have picked that up just because of the way I saw it. You know what I mean? And I was like, faux real. And I'm like, I can't wait for this. And I thought I thought it was going to be some kind of like, I thought Stanley had some kind of created a bit.
Oh,
and,
okay. I see.
And I thought he was trying to like coin another catchphrase, like "ladies." Like I thought we were gonna go, and he posted a story. We skipped what he posted. He posted a story about a man who shot his daughter-in-law because she wouldn't make him breakfast.
Oh, did I miss something?
Right.
Sorry.
So I think that's where this all came from. I did all this math right in my head, and I was kind of hoping that Dre put this bit together. And then I said, I can't wait to find out what For Reals is. Mike goes, prepare to be disappointed. And I go. So my response is, okay, so you're trying to regulate my feelings. You're trying to lower the bar a little bit. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be really good. And he's like, no, really. And I'm like, I think it's going to be so good that we're going to start teasing it in A block. And we're going to run it. We're going to tease it the whole way. We're teasing the whole show. And he said, okay, you're on. So then I have no idea what the bit is. I'm still kind of doing guesswork. I'm going to be disappointed. But because
now we're all disappointed together.
Right. But here's the thing.
This is the story. This is the story that made it so awesome for Maddie to think about the whole time.
That's
a
right.
woman was injured when her father-in-law allegedly opened fire at her from his revolver at their residence in Thane City, apparently for not serving breakfast to him, police said on Friday.
Stanley, how would you say it?
Breakfast?
No.
It's breakfast. Everybody knows breakfast.
I mean, sometimes I say it without the K.
A 42-year-old woman, a resident of the Roboti locality.
Speaking of something that I didn't send the video, but speaking of something that you said you lost the K. My son, early off in life, used to love Easter egg hunts, and he used to add a K and yell Easter cunt, and he'd yell it all the time. And it took us. We're like, my wife was, or ex-wife now, my wife at the time was so angry at me because she thought I had said the word cunt in front of our infant child so many times that he picked it up.
Gotcha.
But you see where she might get that idea, though.
Well, I mean,
right?
it's kind of like it is kind of like a Tootsie Pop, though. I mean, how many times do you have to do that before?
Really, not at all.
But
I mean, kids
no,
say shit.
But no, we figured out we figured out that he was saying Easter egg hunt.
Easter egg hunt.
Wait.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Easter egg hunt.
I noticed, Maddie, every time you mention a story about your ex-wife, you always say, my wife, my now ex-wife. You
have to be clear.
You always
Yes.
do that. No, I'm just wondering, like, do you do that because it's like habit to like just call her that even though you remarried, or is it because your wife right now would get really pissed off if you said that?
Well, that's an interesting question because I'm trying to be clear because I don't want to elude anyone to think that my current wife would behave in such a way.
So you don't want to get cut, is what it is.
That too.
I also like that you refer to her as your current wife.
Currently, we're married.
That is an interesting point.
He knows that women are willing to divorce him.
That is an important thing to. That is very important.
Willing
to know
and
understand.
eager.
It's funny. No, it's just something I always notice.
Well, it is.
Am I making you think now?
Well, because I just want to clarify. It's one of those things like I'm not married to that woman anymore.
Right,
It's
but
not
you
currently
don't
my wife.
just
say
simply
my
call
ex-wife.
her your ex-wife. You say
You
my
say
wife.
my wife and then my
And then my ex-wife. Yeah, I've noticed it too.
Maddie's going to cut.
Is Erica within earshot right now?
I mean,
probably watching the live stream.
I think she might
sharpening her blade.
No.
Sorry, Maddie.
Can we watch it
It's
happen?
been nice knowing you. It's been
Keep
nice knowing you,
recording.
Maddie.
Keep your camera rolling.
She's dropping her razor right now.
It's been nice. It's been real. It's been nice knowing you.
Well, no, because when I'm telling the story,
Let's highlight Maddie's thing so we can watch it go down.
okay. What's
As the credits
you know
roll.
what? I think actually, I mean, it's 10:15, guys. It's I mean, it's time to go. So
It is about that time. ladies and gentlemen.
we'll,
If you're here, you have listened to all of the Media Virus podcasts that there is for this week. Like I said at the top there, iteration number 76. Thank you for joining us. Remember, you can call in all week while we're not here or even while we are at 1-646-VIRUS-01. That's 1-646-VIRUS-01 to touch base with anyone here at the Media Virus Podcast. We will pass the message along, and we may even talk back to you on our air to give you a reason to listen again. And boy, that would be awesome. On behalf of Juliet Everett, Big Daddy, and our fearless leader, Maddie Rockdeff, and we can't, of course, forget our special guest this week, Dr. Connie. I'm Professor Mike Latoris, coming from to you live in Uncle Butch Studios. We'll be back next week.
I thought there was more.